SC Pro in the back. We're gonna need some offsetting light in this. Whoop, and a little.
You could lower the dim of the LED.
Probably go here. All right, I'm thinking that's a little better. Maybe we need to. Let's do this real quick. Hang on, y'all. We're having some.
Technical difficulties.
There was no way to know how good this was going to be until we figured out how good this was going to be.
Never know.
Okay, we have our SC Pro.
What? What we got going on?
We got distraction.
We got modes. What?
We got modes.
Bro, we got modes up in here, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, it's a party.
My dog got hair so thick. His hair is thicker than molasses. What are we gonna do, bro? I didn't even make no plan, man. I'm like, tell them what we're gonna do.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. I trust you. You do whatever.
What's going on, YouTube?
What's going on?
Yeah, that's how you always start these videos.
What's going on, YouTube?
Let's turn on the Vegas strips. That's like the legs with the
Making our
sign with the legs that's spread. All right, so how short you want to go on top? Didn't we do it? We did it kind of short last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
How did that work out?
It was good.
Did you like it
I
shorter?
think it was a little bit too short.
A little too short?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the top. This time we'll do the top with scissors. Let's give you a fade on the back and sides. It's still not like super long to the point where it's getting really curly. Maybe we'll thin the shit out of it, and then we're gonna put you on. We're gonna put you on point. All right, you guys, listen. We got a lot of. We got a lot of stuff back here. A lot of tools. I'll let you guys pick whatever one you want. So, look, this is the assortment here. So we could use low pros. We could use Sabers. You guys have seen that a bunch of times. We can use we're gonna use these anyways. So those are in.
What are they called?
If you prefer, one's called the Orion, one's called the
Cyrus.
And I'm not gonna say the name here because this name is a little bit suspicious. And we even got the MVs, so we could try that.
Say that name.
So if there's a tool that you guys want to see in action, just let me know. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get started. All right. Tell me where you're checking in from. If a client like this with this kind of hair walked in,
Shave it off. Hell no.
They talking about shave it off,
Hell
bro. No,
no.
don't listen to that. Ethan,
can't
we
do
ain't gonna
that.
do that. That's not what we're doing. Oh, that's a good trimmer. Yeah. Pass me that one.
That's a good one.
It's a really good. This is my favorite trimmer, really of all time.
That one right there.
The most power. Yeah, why not? If there's any trimmer, anything you guys want to see, you let me know. I'll make it happen. I got the wall vapor, I got the MVs, I got everything. So he said use a detachable, so that's actually perfect timing, sir. So what I'm gonna do here, we'll take the detachable. You can get these right now until January 1st. You can get these for only $250. Super, super nice. This one has 2 speeds. This is the $300 one. And then the other one here resembles the Oscar Octanes. It's a little louder, but it doesn't vibrate as much. And these are only $250. So I think it's either way you go, pretty awesome. So we're gonna start here, and we're just gonna get rid of some of this bulk so I can see what I'm doing. And I might even use these to set the line in. So the first client gets it. First comment gets it. He said use a detachable. We are gonna do a skin fade. We're definitely gonna do like a mid to high fade here. So we'll see what his hair kind of allows us to do. And our goal really is just to make it look its absolute best. We gotta put my man on point, out front. So this thing is just hammering the hair. This number 2 is doing its job. We're able to cut like you could cut both directions here. His hair is so curly. I know it's not typical on white clients to cut with the grain, but actually you can do it with certain hair types, and he's got the hair type that you can do a little bit of that. We might do some of that depending on how short we go on the top. But I'm gonna set my line in here in a second. One of the things I really like about using with detachables, this one actually comes with a 000, and these are like really high quality blades, to be honest. So this one here, we're gonna use this. We'll do a little clipper over comb, and we'll blend in some of this little bit that we left over here. So I just want to start to get kind of like a rough idea of what shape we're going after here. You guys can see I just put the comb in, lift and cut. I just literally tip it out. Nothing's got to be perfect here. This is a bulk removing step. I gotta say I'm really liking the feel of this. This feels just like the Oscar Octane. It don't feel no different. It's cutting better. It's got a little battery. I've never actually charged it yet, but it's got a little battery indicator there. And what I see for the battery says it's only got 1 star left, so I better get my sections done before she dies, if she's gonna die. I wonder if it gives any indication. I really don't know. You can get these from Fort Worth Barber Supply. You can head over to Fort Worth Barber Supply's website, and you guys can use my code Eddie10. All the tools that we're going to use here today, you can feel free to purchase them for a good little discount. You'll get that. Let's put our guideline in with this. Drop a comment, man, if there's another tool that you guys want to see, technique you want to see, anything you want to see, just let me know. And this is a 000 guideline, so it's pretty close to using like a closed clipper. So I'm just going to put this in with this. Just be on the little safe side here and also get a chance to use the detachable a little bit more. This isn't typically how I would always put it in, but this is definitely a safe way to put it in. If you're not sure what the hair is going to do afterwards, more clippers, more trimmers. Yeah, bring me the Fat Master. Why not? Why not? Look, we got a bunch of stuff going on here. Got the Fat Masters.
What the fuck is wrong with that one?
Dude, where did you find him?
I know.
That one's so that's not the original blade on here. This has been modified by Chad. As you can see, he's taken down the file of it, so a little bit sharper.
Chad's been getting down on these.
Chad hit the pen today. Chad hit the pen today.
All right, you just made like 30 people leave my live.
Wow.
I'm talking about Sonny.
Look at this one.
Hey, you didn't say anything?
Is this Sunny screaming?
Yeah, it's Sonny
Oh, yeah, that
screaming.
makes sense. That makes sense.
You know it's Sonny screaming.
I was
That's
about to say, Chad don't scream like that.
Chad ain't gonna be in there screaming.
No. Chad's all worried. He's still
Sonny loves getting himself a little bit of attention. So, all right, you guys, we got a little bit of a guideline set in here. I'm gonna try to use my. Sonny, stop, man. Try to use my mirror here to make sure like it's somewhat accurate. Like obviously this particular guideline, especially if you set it in this soft, it's not super important that it's absolutely perfect. We got the Cocoa trimmers too. I'm gonna show you guys the Cocoa trimmers and how well they work. Got a couple of thoughts I'll share with you guys on those. Pretty good trimmer overall. But I'm gonna show you something about them right now that kind of is a little bothersome. All right, ignore the noise because I dropped them. All right, so just right off the rip. This thing, if you don't got one of these, you crazy. You crazy, because this thing just gets the client so clean, so quick. Keep your way back a little bit so you don't lose your. I don't want you to lose that cape go over the top and you wind up getting a bunch of hair all over you. All right, watch this. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I don't really love about this. Down here, it's fine, but as I get up here, right, I'm noticing that I got to keep my wrist angled. In order to keep it flat, I got to keep my wrist angled, you know, like here to keep that flatness. And if you notice, when I go up here, I keep missing little hair. Now I'm not knocking this. I'm telling you right now, this is a fantastic trimmer. One of the best liners you're gonna find. But all of the other liners, if you look at the way this blade is, all of the other liners, like my hitter, when I get up to the side of the head, you can literally see this when I put it on the magnetic mat. This one stands up like this. This one stands like that. So literally, I can put this in my hand like this, and it's a little more comfortable to me. Now these both are going to cut about the same. I'm really good at setting my blade. The big thing with these is these are what they call digitally gapped. So, well, all they really mean is it's just set. It's set fairly good from the factory. But if you know how to set your tools, and if you have a digital microscope, you'll find it really easy to do that yourself after you get some practice. Another thing too about the Cocoa is if you wanted to experience what the Cocoa is all about, you could actually go ahead and you could get a cocoa blade and put it on your babeless if you have a babeless. Like right here, like this is the exact situation that I'm not loving the cocoa for around the ear. I'd rather have something a little more comfortable. Really, any of these other trimmers. This is the one that was modified by Chad. Unfortunately, it's dying.
Modified.
Yep. So, you know, going from like one to the next this one here feels really bulky. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you guys like this doesn't have no hairspray in it, no nothing. You guys can get a sense of like how good of a line the cocos can make. That ain't bad, y'all.
Yeah, smooth that is.
They're super, yeah. They're super smooth. They're really, they're actually really gentle for how they're set, for how close they're set. They're actually pretty gentle. Like when I use these on people's neck, and in some of the like areas that are typically sensitive, nobody's really complaining. You know, nobody but me. Like I have to look for things. You know, whatever I'm doing, I have to look for things that I think could be better. Or, you know, if I was to give them any kind of critique, I would just say to extend the angle of this down a little bit. And then your wrist won't be in a position. With certain clients, I just kind of noticed that I had a little bit of trouble with that. But other than that, really, I don't really got too much. And it's super loud. We're going to ignore that because I dropped it. So, and despite the fact that I dropped it, it's still performing pretty damn good. So on this side, we'll use one of the cheapest trimmers that Stylecraft sells, which is the Rebel. And also, this thing hits. It makes really good lines. And, you know, we can make a nice sharp line. If you guys have never seen the Red Rebel combo, that's where this unit came from. Love it. So it's a great unit. And I use these trimmers probably the most out of everything. Like when I'm not filming, when I'm just doing my thing, a lot of times when I'm traveling, I just bring these. I got this super bright light here. I'm gonna turn this off so I can see some of your comments here. Nothing useful, just a couple of dipshits. So, you know, if anybody's got anything useful to say, how about we start dropping comments right now? What clipper would you like to see me use going forward for the majority of this haircut? And as far as I'm concerned, there really is no other electric shaver worth using other than the Instinct. This is the fastest. This is the best. And there's really nothing in my mind that's really that close to this. Maybe the Babeless stick shaver is like a second, but I wouldn't call it a close second. I would just call it a second. Awesome machines too. But when you got this vector motor, you can literally hear it speed up when you work with this the right way. You see how I keep it on the scalp? You hear it speed up. And it don't take nothing. So shout out a clipper. I'll use anything. I have pretty much everything. What clipper should be used to blend out this line? Start bringing our haircut together. We got the Vapors, we got the Andes, we got the every Stylecraft, we got the there's I don't think there's anything I don't have. So I'll check the comments here. I gotta turn this light down to do that. I can't even see the damn thing. He said, okay, sideburns are way off. Okay, we'll go watch something else. Nobody cares. Saber 2, let's hear that crunch. I feel you. We can do that. It's funny you say the sideburns are way off when you don't even have fucking sideburns. You must be a goddamn retard. But anyhow, Saber 2, I see Saber 2. What else we got? We got this all kind of pieced in here, so we're looking good. I might do a little light rearrangement here. If I can pull this one back a touch, because I feel like this light is kind of killing our style a little bit. Let me come back over here. Look straight real quick. And it is a little better. Let me get this light down here. And we'll see if this light rearrangement helps a little bit, because That other one, man, that other light was killing me.
Big old light.
What we think here? A little better on the light. A little better on the light. I don't have to have this bright one on so damn bright so I could actually like read your comments. All right. So, you guys want to see the Saber 2? We can do that. I got the Saber 2 right here. Been using it all day. Got the Echo Crunch blade on here. Put this in the open position. And first thing we're going to do here is just kind of set a soft guideline in, flicking up and out.
Having a party out there.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, the guys get crazy. I brought some cake in here.
Yo, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul today.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Who's winning?
Yeah.
Who's winning, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?
Jake Paul just doesn't have as many fights. Doesn't have as much experience as he does.
Who do you think's winning?
I think Mike Tyson's gonna win.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
Unless
It's
Jake
like,
Paul gets lucky.
is age a factor?
You ever watch Real Steel?
No.
That movie's fire. It's the one with the robots. Robots.
Oh, Real Steel. Yeah. No, I haven't watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
It's all about patience. Mike Tyson's got that patience. I don't know. Jake Paul just wants to kill him, you know?
I don't know, dude. Like, how you could be like really mad at an old legend like that? Like, how you like you can act like you really want to kill Mike Tyson, but like the reality is everybody loves you. Red flag number 1. He says a barber with no mirror. Yeah, you're so smart. I'm sure you'd figure we don't have a mirror. Yeah, you're right.
There's two.
Yeah, we got 2 mirrors in here, but thank you. You know, I appreciate you checking up on me. Would you prefer that I point this at the mirror so you guys can get a better view? Some people, bro, it'd be like on the internet, they just say what comes to their mind. They don't just like think about what they say before they say it. All right, what up, Neil? Good to see you, man. We'll pick a different clipper. If you guys want to switch clippers, whatever, just let me know. Just due to the nature of his hair and how easily the blend came out, just because I used the process that really made this easy. Putting it in with the 000 and following up underneath that. I mean, this bottom line came out so easy with this clipper. It's no secret. So now we just want to start to soften this. So I'm not going to jump straight to the number 1. I'm actually going to go to the 1.5, and I'll usually go like 2 clicks open, something like that. Kind of repeat the process. This isn't really going to get us done, but it's going to get it close probably. And we'll switch to a different clipper. If you guys would prefer, I got the wall vapor here. I just got those again. Shout out to Fort Worth Barber Supply for what a care package that they sent me, man. They sent me so much stuff. Use the code Eddie10, save 10% off of your order. And let them know, man. I want to let them know that I can help them, that I can help move the needle with them, and I want to see them do well, man, because they really support barber education, and you know that just really aligns with my core values. You know, they've had every big influencer, educator, not even necessarily all the big ones. They've literally had like every educator they could find go there and do a class. So pretty awesome level of commitment. All right, so since I skipped the number 1, definitely some residual there. We'll go back and we'll hit it. We're gonna go 2 clicks open. That's what I like to do when I'm not sure. You know, when I'm doing something like this. Like, his hair is no joke, man. He's got a lot of it. One false move, I could be setting myself up for a lot of additional work. So I usually like to kind of cut his hair a little more careful. I think it'd be just so easy to get off track there. And you know, with the cell phone front-facing camera, I realize that you guys aren't getting the actual view of what this really looks like. But I'm watching this haircut come together, and it's starting to look fresh as hell. And little by little, I will actually show you a better view too in a minute. Like, we'll use the other side of the camera. And if you use a light in the proper place, you'll actually see the haircut a lot better. So I actually use this light right here an awful lot. This is one that we pass around every time we're going to do like a video, or every time we're going to do like really anything. But if you see right there, this kind of helps me to see really if there's anything back here, you know, that I need to make perfect, or that, you know, I missed. Remember, we didn't even use the half guard here. We didn't use no half guard, nothing. So we were able to kind of do that whole haircut pretty damn quick, guys. Pretty damn quick. So just showing you guys that there's a big difference when I put the light in the right place, and you guys could see it. But the other thing about it is a lot of you guys are afraid to, you know, drop tutorials or or use different tools or, you know, all that other stuff. Like there's a lot of people out there that are afraid of all the hate on the internet, and I'm just not one of them. I'm not susceptible to that. So let's move on. I actually have the half guard here, and we'll just kind of do a little bit of touching up with the half guard. Just a couple little spots here. I don't really see a whole lot here that needs to change. I like what I'm seeing. I like the way the fade is. And there'll be some details that we'll have to clean up, some shear over comb, and we'll do that. But let's move on. And here we go. Go to this side. Let's switch clippers. Actually, you know what? Let's try a clipper I've never even used. I never used this before. This is the new Andis Envy. Sounds pretty strong. It's got a ceramic blade. It's not gap particularly close. Doesn't have USB-C charging. And overall, like it's not a great feeling in the hand. I mean, probably because I just came from the Sabers, but it is a budget clipper. So let's give it a little bit of you know, a cushion here. Say like, all right, this is not going to be your best clipper on earth here, but it's a budget clipper. And let's see how it performs. I can't feel it cut like with the Sabers, with the crunch. Like not only can you hear the crunch, but you can feel the crunch in the body. That body doesn't vibrate at all. You can literally feel the sections getting complete as you do it. And right now with this, definitely got a little bit of power to cut, but I can't. I'm feeling like I have a lack of like feel with this particular unit. And I could just say that right off the rip. All right, the lever is stiffer than fuck. Jesus, the lever is stiffer than when, you know. Never mind. It's different than a party at P. Diddy's. All right, but listen, we're going to turn this all the way down. And then we're going to click this back up a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can start to kind of chip into our area where it's not as faded. I'll be real with you guys. This clipper gives me the desire to reach for something else. Like I'm seeing the way this works, and just this is definitely one that you know, I could definitely put down, never cut with again, and I could live the rest of my life a happy man. Has anybody in this room ever used the Andis Envy? Be real with me. But you know, honestly, it did its job. It's okay. We're gonna put that down though, because I'm not in love with it. Let's go on to.
Does the Envy have a fade blade?
Let's go to a vapor. What do you say?
Does the Envy have a fade blade?
Yeah, the Envy's got like a fade blade kind of thing here. Nowhere near as many teeth as like a fade out blade, but I should have actually showed you guys when I'm doing clipper over comb with this. But we're gonna wind up. Save yourself, you know, some of these people, bro. Sometimes you get barbers in these lobbies, and sometimes you get, you know, people like this. We had some downright vicious lobbies. Sometimes, every once in a while, you get a couple of goofballs. Yeah. So this is the wall vapor. Kind of got a noise to it.
Vaporize, yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. And we got the 1.5 on here, just like we did on the other side. Just starting to use the corners a little bit. Trying to just dial that into the top. I know there's going to be residual. I skipped the half guard. There'll be some residual there to clean up. But it's not one barber in here, obviously. Yeah? Normally the lobby does fill up with you know, barbers. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. Like, for whatever reason, you'd be sitting here watching me. I'm not sure, but you know, I'm happy. I'm happy all the same that you guys decided to come and support. So even if you are like an aspiring barber, you know, a lot of people are like telling me, I'd go to barber school, but I'm too old or this or that. Like, I've heard every excuse in the book about, you know, why you shouldn't go. Like, bro, if it's something you want to do, you should do it. When I was at Walmart, I was talking to somebody, and he was talking about how he couldn't leave Walmart, right? And I said, why can't you leave this job? And he said, because he had equity, right? He He'd been there for a long time. If he stays there for 20 years, he's gonna leave. He's got stocks and he's got options. And if he's to quit, now the guy's making like, okay money. We're not gonna call it great money, but we're gonna say like he's making good money for the area he's living in. So the money is kind of the problem because he's not making enough. But the stocks and the equity and all that, they call that golden handcuffs. So that's what's going to keep him at that job. He's not there because he's happy. He's not there because that's where he wants to be. He's just there because that's keeping him there. Those golden handcuffs are keeping him there. And I also know the same guy. This conversation took place a few years before that. And this same guy went out and started his own business. And he's done like amazing with it. So he actually consults people on how to buy from Walmart.
Really?
Yep. So that's a pretty cool story that, once he broke free, we're just going to say he's made 10x. Whatever he had planned on making with those stocks, those options, and everything else, he's went tenfold and done much, much better than he otherwise would have if he had stayed.
That's incredible.
So sometimes I do think this. Sometimes I think the worst thing that could happen to you is you get a decent job or a job that pays well. It's kind of like one of the worst things I think that could happen to you because then you don't go out and start that barbershop you always wanted to start. You don't take that risk. Nobody sits there at a Walmart or at a restaurant or at one of these jobs and thinks they want to be there forever. But sometimes life happens and you get stuck and you stay there for a long period of time. But every once in a while, hopefully you see a video like mine, you hear a story like this and you say, you know what, I do want to go do what I want to do, even if it ain't barbering. I mean, how many of you people, when you wake up in the morning and you go to work, are you sick to be there? Do you hate to be there? Does your stomach turn when you wake up in the morning knowing that you have to go to this place that you hate? Does that happen to you? Or do you wake up in the morning like ready to go to work today? Like you want to be at work today? As for me, with all the traveling and all the education and all the things that I've been doing, I'll be real with you guys. I was very happy to come here today, like to just chill, cut hair, maybe go live, do some relaxing things. Like to me, today was pretty therapeutic with how crazy the last couple of days have been. And this is something I enjoy to do. I don't have to cut hair anymore, guys. I don't have to come here and do this anymore. I choose to do this. And there's a whole different story behind like when you choose to do something or you have to do something. So I don't have to go live. I don't have to do any of this if I don't want to. But I do this to kind of share the stories and share the knowledge with you guys. Like, hey, if I can make it, you can make it. You know what I mean? All right, you guys, what's coming together pretty good, man. So now what we'll do, let's switch over to a different technique. We're gonna go try to do a little shear over comb here. See if we can't get this blend to come out a little cleaner. His hair grows a little different in a bunch of different places. So sometimes it's a good time to put the trimmer, put the clippers, put the other tools down and see what you can do with your shears. A lot of people are afraid to use their shears or don't know, they're not comfortable with their shears. But I am, and using some shear over comb is definitely a good thing to do on hair that's super curly like this. It's really thick in some spots, it's thinner in others. And I'm able to get in there and kind of get really precise about what changes I'm trying to make happen here. So I'm kind of looking down this way, and I'm seeing how the kind of profile is. Do I have anything funny sticking out, anything like that? And if I have any of these funny curly patterns, I'm just gonna come in here and just kind of move them along. So the goal here is to move just your thumb. Bottom half of the blade stays still. And then we take our comb, and right down here is where you want to focus on. If any of this other stuff falls in, it's okay. You can cut that too. But generally the stuff that's at the bottom of the comb is held out to 90 degrees and it's being cut with no tension. And that's why this technique works so well. It's the same thing with clipper over comb too. So I'm going to comb that down so that I can create a bit of a ridge. I can see where the problems are, and I can make it happen. So if I do it right there in just that one spot, I can comb back down and I can see what change I've made. If it's good, I don't want to poke a hole in this light. Those lights are expensive, y'all. What y'all think about the SC Pro lights in the back? The SC Pro lights in the back are sick, right? Those that has consistently been probably my favorite clipper, one of my favorite clippers. Before the Saber came out, I still would probably have said that was my favorite clipper. But now with the Saber out, kind of hard to say that because really I use the Saber a lot. But those two clippers are actually Rebel clippers, and Stylecraft kind of created a couple neon signs that they have. I'm not sure if they'll be for sale or not. I don't think that was the purpose. I think they were just going to send it out to, you know, some people, some distributors. If you carry SC, you know, if you do anything for us, there's a chance that you might be able to get them. But I gotta say, guys, you know, barbering has really changed my life in so many ways, man. If it wasn't for this, I don't know what I would have been doing. I mean, I can imagine I may have went into the union. I probably would have been a carpenter, you know, kind of like my dad. I'd have been waking up, breaking my knuckles at 5 in the morning and freezing cold in Buffalo. I probably wouldn't be living, you know, 10 miles from the beach. I probably wouldn't be, you know, owning my own shop and, you know, all these other good things that have happened. And I don't think any of them would have happened. I mean, even when I told my dad I was going to go to hair school, I was going to cosmetology school. Like, there wasn't a barber school for me to go to. We didn't have no money. And we got to go to school for free. I actually got the Fat Master blade on here. So we got to go to school for free in high school, a vocational school. So I went and I did that. But I remember when I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I'm going to go to cosmetology school. He was like, what'd you just say? And I remember he thought it was gay. He just, you know, back then they didn't understand stuff like that. I'm like, Dad, no, I'm not gay, man. I'm trying to do a career here. You don't see it. And, you know, all these years later, he always says, man, I could have been more wrong about that. That was a good move that you made back there. I just couldn't see it. And there's a lot of things that the other people in your life can't see. Like, I remember starting the YouTube channel, and there was people, you know, in my life that were seeing some of my first videos, and they were like, yo, that's so goofy. Yo, you'll never make it. Yo, that's kind of dumb. You know, there was a lot of things that people would say, and you know, to be honest, like, there's probably people out there that will listen to those people that are in your circle. I would say, like, if you got people like that in your circle and you listen to them, that's a you problem. Like, to me, I knew for a fact I was going to make it. There was no question. I knew exactly what would happen. All right, Sonny. I knew. But that's I think that's part of it too. I think that's what it takes is you have to have this undaunted belief in yourself. Like, you know, you had to like completely believe that, you know, what you're doing is going to work out. Because if you're not sold on yourself, who's going to be sold on you? Let's just be real. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? Nobody. You know, so I get to a point where I now develop curriculum. I help teams. I've assembled teams that go around the globe and teach people how to cut hair. And I don't even really talk about all that too much. Like, you guys would hardly ever hear me talk about it.
I don't want to interrupt.
But you don't have to be anybody in particular to go learn how to do this. I really truly believe that just about anybody can learn how to do this. All right, we got a serious situation in the front. It's like a big old... So, all right, in order to take care of this in the front, I'm going to take care of this in the front here. We're going to use some texturizing shears. And we're going to just go ahead and we're going to remove some of this bulk before we start to cut the top. Because he has so much hair that if I can get rid of some of this, that's just a little less work for me. And it'll be a little better for him. So, like, if you guys noticed that, like, during the blend, I really didn't use these too much. I don't really use texturizing shears that much when I blend. Only sometimes. And I'll do it towards the end here probably. But for now, I'm just roughly kind of feeling like, where is the weight? Like, we got a lot of weight right here. And I'm trying to just remove some of that weight. Then I'm going to wet them down. I'm going to cut it like normal. Sorry. You got some serious wig. You got serious wig piece, couple of knots. Let's blow out some of these. Let's go ahead. Let's wet them down. Let's see what we're gonna do with this top. I already know that the very front part there. Let me get it combed just a little wider here. And it is just his hair's one of the thicker heads of hair that walks in here. It really is. No question about it.
Jewish hair.
Is that Jewish hair? Is that what it
It's
is?
that Jewish hair in me.
I tell you, man, you got the thick Jewish hair. Whatever it is, bro, it's thick. Okay, so right here, it's kind of grown out a lot right there, and I don't think that looks very good to have this. It's almost like a helmet right here, right? So I'm thinking we knock that down a good amount there, and then we'll see what that leads to taking off the top and the back here. So I'm putting in a little bit of a Mohawk guideline here down the center, and probably towards the back here, it's not going to really result in that much hair being taken off. But the other thing that's kind of tough about this hair is like no matter how much I spray it, it don't want to stay wet either.
Don't get wet.
You probably sit in the shower for 10 minutes before
Bro,
it gets wet.
I got a shampoo dry, bro. It just doesn't.
Yo, you gotta get a dry shampoo, dog.
I jump in the pool, it stays dry. I come out, I'm like, what the fuck? I just swam across the whole pool.
Right. All right, so Logan Paul or Mike Tyson tonight? Who you got?
Man.
Who you got, guys? Drop it in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and guess Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, you're going for him?
The only reason I'm gonna
Jake,
say
it's
that.
Jake Paul. It's Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, rather. That's what I meant. Jake Paul or Mike Tyson. I'm gonna go ahead and guess Jake Paul. Just, bro, you gotta realize that like Mike Tyson is very old. Like he
Yeah.
might be in good shape. He might be running some
Was he
tests
58?
or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you get a little bit older, it be things that hurt that just take a while to get over.
Yeah.
Like you get to be 60 years old, bro. You take a shit the wrong way, you're gonna be hurting for 3 days. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why he's doing it, because the money.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you gotta realize, man, you got a guy who's that much younger. Don't get me wrong, Mike Tyson is still knocking him out. Like, if he makes a mistake, and Mike Tyson hits him with that famous left hook, that little stutter step left hook,
Yep.
a lot of you guys are too young to remember. I remember when the pay-per-view wasn't even a pay-per-view. You could literally just go watch Mike Tyson. But boy, back in them days, you didn't even blink. You know, those fights were over so fast, 30 seconds. I mean, a lot of times these guys were beat before they ever even got into the ring. They were terrified of him. But, you know, it's a shame what all happened to him. But you got to say something about Mike Tyson, though. He's probably one of the most loved people to go through all what he went through. I mean, the dude went to jail for pretty significant reasons. Charges, he didn't live a great life. Very angry individual. He wasn't dealt a great set of cards to begin with. I think we all realize that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he came back from all that. You know, he's a loved person. So, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Like to think that, you know, he went through all what he went through, but he could come back to be as strong as he is. Just gotta plug this bad boy in. I got a serious mess over here, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got about 9 things over here that's falling over. But I got to do something with all those boxes. You
More
guys
boxes
know
added to the wall.
I got a bunch of boxes to add to the wall, so I got to figure something out here. But all right, I just plugged this in. We're going to set this to coarse because, of course, he has coarse hair. And one of the things I want to do here is, I don't really care so much about drying the rest of it. It's just this front part. I want to start to try to get this up off of his forehead some. So I want to hit the cool button here. That'll cause the lock to go. And now I hit the cool. And you can see the little cool snowflake. It'll pop on. It's locked on cold. Now I turn it off. And now it gets hot again. So it's kind of fun working with these little LCDs. This blow dryer's got a 40mm barrel, which is a good amount wider than others. It creates a little bit more velocity. It's probably one of the strongest blow dryers you're going to find in the industry right now. This would really be great for somebody who does a lot of blow drying in a shop like this. I mean, it's definitely going to speed you up. And at the same time, like, if the price point's a little too high, it's not super loud either, but if the price point's a little too high, you can, there's a couple of different ones that Soundcraft offers. I really like the hybrid. Hybrid's probably one of my personal favorites because it's small and it's analog. And, you know, analog is, for me, I like analog. All right, we got a little bit of detail work to do, but let's test out some trimmers, all right? Let's do his lineup here. Oh, Alan. Alan, we will see you later, buddy. Let's see. Goodbye, Alan. It's been real.
Gone.
Okay, Alan is gone. He's had a good day. But he still thinks he's here because he's hidden, so he could just sit there and make all his dumbass comments to himself. Because Alan ain't got nothing better to do, Alan. All right. There we go. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to figure out like how I'm going to do his edge up. So like a lot of his edge grew back. So we're going to, I think I'll do is I'll create a little bit of an edge. Create a little bit of a line here. Because like if we leave it like this, it's just not going to be sharp. And your hair is just kind of like hides it anyways. So we got to find a place that we want to do this at. So I'm going to take my comb here and I'm going to take out just a very, very small amount of his hairline. Something like that. All right. A lot of you guys probably wouldn't know exactly what to do here in this situation. So if I put a clip in right now, look how much that tugs his scalp, right? If I do his edge up and I'm holding the scalp back like that, when I snap back, what's it gonna do? So I'm gonna try to reduce the amount of tension I put on it. We'll try the cocoa here. And we're gonna start making our lineup. I say, man, for making lines, these things do a pretty darn good job. Alan, goofball.
Here's something personal.
I think Alan's probably just one of these people who lives in his mom's basement, thinks he's smarter than Elon Musk.
Yep.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite tweets, Joe. So there was this guy. He was like complaining about how Elon Musk this and that. He's like, Elon, you're so stupid. You have no idea what you've done. I'll never buy a car. And then somebody else writes, it's so funny that somebody else he writes, imagine writing this from your mom's basement, thinking you're smarter than Elon Musk. Like it was just like such a funny like comment.
But it's the
The
truth.
internet stays undefeated, bro. Let's try these, man. What do y'all think?
What's that?
The lime green low pros. Gotta admit, these things here look pretty good compared to the little signs in the back there. All right. So, again, just watching about how much I'm pushing the scalp around. My goal here is to create an edge up from scratch. Gotta give it to these. These work good too. But not anything that don't want to go up and with the flow, that's gonna give him trouble. So it's going. Man, you got so much. Man, close your eyes real quick. Something like this just makes it easier, y'all. Just makes it so much easier.
What are your favorite clippers to use right now? Instinct?
Nah, I'm liking the Sabers right now.
Yeah.
Sabers are a little newer than the Instincts. A little less powerful than the Instincts, but really, really easy to blend with. You know, one I forgot that I had these sitting here. I bet you somebody would have probably said, "Hey, why don't you try the low pros?" The green low pros. They look pretty cool, man. They look really cool. I think they're a pretty dope clipper. Okay, so right here, now that I kind of got the edge up approximately where I want it, now I can actually start to kind of clean off these edges and the way that this whole profile is going to look. So a little clipper over comb here goes a long way. And I kind of want to keep the weight that I got there in the parietal ridge area. I like the way that's looking. So now, little by little here, we're getting my man really dialed up here. Oh, and I got a couple cool enhancements we're gonna use too here. So as we're getting a little bit closer to the end here, you guys we're gonna have him like so dialed in. He's gonna be GQ. He's gonna be GQing it.
Yeah, have you seen Tesla stock recently?
Oh, it's probably going through the roof.
Dude,
Is it?
went up 350.
Did it really?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
broke even finally.
Elon Musk is so stupid.
Oh yeah. His network just hit $300 bill.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. They're answering you. Said, what's your favorite clipper to use right now, y'all? What's your favorite clipper to use right this minute? Like, what's staying in your top rotation? This has probably consistently been my favorite trimmer for sure. The one I'm using right now. Like, I mean, I kind of was messing around with those other ones, but like, the truth is, there's just something about this Saber, and with this little blade on here, this thing is just so fun and easy to use. It's kind of hard to want to put that down. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm going to do something to clean up. We'll use the Green Low Pro for that. Why not? So I use the number 3, and I'm just going to go through and see if we can't get any. You know what's funny is the only clipper I don't have back here is an Onyx. I had like 2 of them. I give them both away. But I do have a lot of experience using that. It's going to show up in my best clippers of 2024 video without a doubt, because I do think that's one of the best clippers you can have right now. It's definitely up there. This clipper right here, I wouldn't call it like the best, but if you like traditional shape, this feels pretty good in the hand. But like if you've gotten used to Instincts or any of the smaller clippers, like this feels huge. I know it's not big. Like a couple years ago, I would have said there's no way that this is you know, that big. I would have said this is a normal size. But now that I've used the Instincts and some of the smaller ones for so long, this feels pretty big. Somebody just asked if I use Detachables. I did use Detachables to start this blend. And if I want to, because I'm doing the 1.5 right now, and I'm just trying to find any additional, you know, little mistakes, I'm just kind of down fading now and feeling my way around. Plus, I don't really know how these clippers are going to cut compared to others, so I got to be a little bit extra careful. I got a pair of Detachables right here. This is my favorite detachable to use right now. So these one's called the Orion and one's called the Cyrus. You can find these at Fort Worth Barber Supply. Plus, I just did a whole video on these, but basically these are kind of like the octanes. Actually, I think they basically are the octanes. So if I put this 1.5 on here, yeah, these ones are designed to shave a horse. Probably a pretty good call for you. I'm just using the corners and kind of chipping into, you know, the original areas where I went with this. I like the way that thing's looking, man. That thing is coming out fresh. We'll do his beard too. On this side, we got a little cleanup to do. Not too much though. It's a little weighty right there. I don't want to do that with this. I don't have a detachable back here that's long enough. So let's go back to the Green Low Pros. We're going back to the Green Low Pros, and we will see if we can't catch any of this hair with it. This is a number 3. Not really catching nothing. Well, I got the 3 out. Might as well hit it in the back a little bit. All right, let's go to the 2. This is a 2 tight guard. All of the guards that I've been using have been the same. I know I've been rotating, you know, different clippers and stuff, but the guards that I really like to use, these are the tight guards from Stylecraft. Use these all the time. They got double magnetic support. You can use them obviously with Babyliss, as you see. You can use them with anything. What blade does the H detachable? It comes with a 000. Comes with a big ass bottle of oil too. I've never seen an oil bottle like that. It's actually pretty cool. And it comes with one of the biggest like enhancement brushes I have ever seen. If you're interested in those, I would encourage you after this video to just head over to that video. I just released it last Monday. You guys can kind of see like all you'd really want to know about them. I've used them a lot more since I released that video. And being that they're just like the Octanes, I already had a pretty strong opinion going into that video. But I gotta say, like, now that I've actually been using them for a little over a week, they're great. They're really a great detachable. So that looks a lot better, guys. That tied it in. I know a lot of you guys wouldn't feel super comfortable going to a whole bunch of different clippers and like, you know, throughout the video you guys have been kind of shouting out stuff you wanted me to work with. Somebody said Saber 2, we did some with the Vapor, we did some with this Low Pro, we did some with the Andis Masters, and you know, just kind of bouncing around, having some fun, giving some opinions of like what it feels like to cut with each one of these. All the clippers that you've seen on this screen probably are well over $1,000. You know, if you were to buy all of these. So, you know, just to give you an idea of like kind of what it might feel like if you did choose to buy them. Something about these Sabers, man. These things, whew, they give you what you want. They give you a really crisp line. I love the smaller blade on the Sabers. You guys can kind of see that this is the smaller blade on the Sabers, but it makes it really, really easy to get into those hard to reach spots, especially because like he's got his eyebrows right here, right? So if I'm not careful when I take some of them, I could give him like a slash in his eyebrow. We wouldn't want to do that. So, you know, especially with like, you don't want to slash in your eyebrow, bro? He said, nah, I'm good.
Bro said, why are you hanging up used cardboard boxes? They look sick. Why not?
No high vis? Yeah, I got the high vis.
Memories.
You didn't ask, bro. You just said one thing. I got a high vis here. I'll be real with you. I don't love them. You know, let's see if they do. You know, some hair types they do okay. What I've noticed about the high vis is they make pretty good lines, but when you go to come up like against the grain, it's already getting snagged. I'm not even gonna do it to him because then he's gonna wind up getting they snag. But the like line making, for the most part, it's okay. It's maybe not the greatest, but it's okay. All right, bro. What we gonna do here? You gotta grow your beard out some, dude. You need some in your chin, bro. You do. You gotta grow this chin out some. It would look better. So, what we'll do for now is just clean this up. Yeah, I gotta be a little careful with these high vis because they do cut good in the downward position, but like I said, when I come in the upward position, there's been times where it'll snag. Usually not on the beard. They've been pretty good about the beard. Yep, we're getting there. So let's complete this bottom piece here. One thing that's nice I can say about the hybrids is it seems like no matter how you hold it, they kind of thought of every little curve and contour. It feels pretty good. And you know, it's a pretty easy tool to work with. Definitely feels a little bigger than some of the other ones that are here. It's just not really going to make that line super sharp though, so I'm going to switch to something else that will. Especially like with the smaller blade. Like that. This thing here, I've already used a couple. I already used a couple of trimmers like to do that lineup, and when I go through with this thing is just getting it. You know, it cuts. This gold one is the Saber from Stylecraft. This is probably one of the most popular trimmers you'll find in the barber industry. Like if you're just passing through here and you're like, I don't know much about barbering. Like the guy, you know, he goes, that gold one cuts good. Like. This is a Saber. It's a really well-known unit. You can literally hear it crunching, like when it goes. Looking good there. So now what we'll do is I'm going to fade that out into his beard. Use anything you guys want. If you guys call something out, maybe we'll try the Envy. We'll give the Envy another go. Yeah, I got the X Instinct. Somebody else is using it right now out there. This is the Envy. Envy 2, rather. I had the original Envy. I didn't like that one either. There's like no crunch at all. Like on a beard, like you're getting no feedback whatsoever with this. So that's definitely we'll put that one into the negative column a little bit. Not in love with it, y'all. Like the difference between that and what this would sound like, it's like night and day. You know when you're like when you pull the Saber out, you know when it's cutting and when it isn't. You can hear it. It just sounds so good. Listen to this. I'll be quiet. See what I mean? You can just hear it, and you know. This is called the Echo Crunch blade. That's the type of blade that is on the Saber. It's kind of part of the magic, part of the appeal of it. And then, it still makes the noise whether you got a guard on or not. So my vision for his beard is I could tell that his face would look a little better if we get this area a little bit longer. So my thought was I'll fade in each side, and we'll make sure that kind of happens. Yeah. And then when we style it, we'll give him a little height on the top. That's gonna help stretch his kind of whole style out. And he's gonna be looking sharp when we're done. We're gonna do a little enhancement on his beard too. And we had to come back and make sure we get this blend pretty good. We'll hit him with the razor here. And then again, I'll show you guys with a real light. I'll get you guys up close and personal so you guys can complain about the haircut. That'd be what they do sometimes. But use a little bit of Johnny B shave cream. So don't even complain about me cutting him because he already came in with that cut. So this side here doesn't have as much hair as that side. So this is kind of like something I consider sometimes like when I'm going to do the beard. Like I know that I can touch that side for like 2 seconds and make it perfect. But I'm actually going to start on the opposite side because it's not perfect. And then I'm going to have to match to the best that I can. And contrary to what you guys believe in, it don't always have to be perfect. The beard does not have to. You guys obsess over it. And that's what's gonna cause you to push somebody's beard way too low. Like, if you do that to me, I'm gonna be pissed. I like my beard to be like as big as it can be, and that's what I'm trying to do for him too. We can always push it down, but usually the clients are gonna kind of do that on their own. Like when they try to edge it up, they'll start to push their beard down and down. So like right now, the line about right there looks pretty good to me. And we are going to use enhancement, so we're going to fill in some of the spots where he doesn't have as much hair. So it'll show really good. And on this side, do the same thing. Now as far as the type of enhancements that we're going to use, I could use my spray. It's actually not my spray. I got it from Fort Worth, but it's freaking awesome. And we're going to just put it directly in the gun and spray it. Eyebrows are long, dog. Y'all listen to the eyebrow crunch, all right? I got so many tools sitting over here that I don't even know which one. Which one do you Yeah, I don't even know which one's got what on it. What you got there?
No.
Up there. Hey, can you grab me Kenny's Kiss?
Kiss Express?
Yeah.
You want the cup with it? Like,
Not his
brush?
cup.
You don't want his cup?
I'll take the brush.
And then something to dab it in?
Yeah, something I can pour it on. It could be anything.
Like business card?
Yeah. What clipper crunches when you cut the eyebrows of your client? What do you know about that? The crunch. I've never heard a clipper crunch when you cut somebody's eyebrows. Like, I'm just be real with you. A lot of you guys, who are watching right now, if you've been cutting hair for a while, you know that. I'm kind of using this here to just get some of the long ones. Some long ones here on the, right around the ridge of the eyebrows.
Damn, that thing's loud.
I know. This is very loud, but remember, I dropped it.
Did you?
Yeah. Sweet. All right, y'all. We got a little bit of
Kiss Express Black.
how to pimp. Wait, where's the? Oh, I got it. Yeah, even better.
What?
I've been loving using the bigger one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So I got a little bit of Kiss Express on a card here. It's funny, dude. There's clients on this card from like way back in the day. I got a bunch of clients on the card. This kid here, like he's been so successful, man. He's killing it with business. A lot of the people that have come through here, man, just different walks of life, different things. All right, so thing two is you want to make sure your client is his, face is relaxed. He's not trying to talk. And then we're gonna get a little bit of that and just paint the line in, man. You want to comb it like right away. So his beard isn't super thick. It ain't John Blaze like mine. It ain't John Blaze, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna let it grow out.
you gotta let it grow out some. But we're gonna thicken this thing up a little bit so it looks John Blaze.
He took his brush, bro.
He did. He wants his brush right now?
Yeah, he's about to do it. I'll just do it.
Oh my God, dude. Let me see that one. To be fair, he's mad about me taking his brush, but this actually was my brush.
He stole it from you first.
Yep, he did. But to be fair, he uses a lot more than me. That kid, he's here working every damn day. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick too. Like if you get it someplace you don't want to have it, I'll show you guys in a second. This move actually, I learned it from Kenny, the one who keeps bringing all the stuff in here. But this side's gonna need a little bit of a little bit more. All right. Cool thing too is if you don't scrub it too hard, it'll actually last a couple days. But we're gonna get a little bit of it off. Gotta go work out today, y'all. I didn't work out this morning. I've been all day. Like, when you've committed to a workout regimen, like all day, if you didn't work out earlier in the morning like you normally do, I just keep, like, my mind keeps going back to it like you didn't do it. You gonna do it. Don't even think you're not gonna do it. It's leg day. It's always leg day. All right, check
Did
this
you
out.
take the Oster one from him? You took two brushes.
Do this one.
Did you take the other
Can you
one
bring
too?
me a little aftershave too? Been a big help actually, because otherwise I'd have had to disappear like 5 times. He said Cam is leg day. All right, y'all. So with the razor, being that I really didn't push too far back, you'll notice that there really isn't a whole lot of hair. Because I kind of did the I did the line into his actual like hairline a little bit, but I didn't really go deep. So there really shouldn't be a whole lot of edge up here. And if this client comes back regular, it'd be so easy to keep that line right where it is. But like especially with hair like his, it's so hard because it grows so fast and it's so curly. Stuff is gonna come over here. But like if you got to be the one that's maintaining your client, sometimes they go somewhere else, and then it can be really hard to get everything back where it's supposed to be. All right, check this stuff out, y'all. We're gonna use a little bit of this for the front. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen when we touch his face. He's pimping over here. Bro, you look like you just got like 3 years older. We still got a little bit of maintenance, guys. We're gonna clean up some of that. We're not gonna leave all of that on. It's not gonna be as thick as it is. But
How do you decide whether to use enhancements?
always use enhancements.
Always use it.
I decide that I want to do it pretty much every time. So, especially on the front of his hairline, because of how thick the rest of his hair is, it almost looks kind of funny if I don't do this, to me. Like, I want this to look super freaking sharp, dude. Like, when he leaves my shop, I want his shit to be popping, son. I want people to stop him in the street and say, damn, that shit is fresh. So, I mean, you know, our demographic, you know, many of them wear enhancements here. So, you know, it's kind of up to you to educate your client too, because, like, you know, obviously there's people who don't want it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of customers don't know about it, so they don't even ask about it. So, like, it's kind of up to you to educate your client.
I'll pay $1,000 to shave their hair. I'll take $1,000.
Yeah, you drop it in there. You drop it in the chat if you real with it.
I'll take it.
Drop it in the chat.
I'll do it.
I don't really have much more left in the gun, so you do not want to leave anything in the gun. So, you know, at the same time, you don't want to leave nothing in the gun so that, you know, your gun doesn't clog. So now, whenever I got like a little bit extra, I always spray it in the side. I know some of you guys are gonna throw some shade. Nobody cares. Okay, here we're gonna take a little bit of aftershave. I'm gonna spray it right on this razor here, and this is gonna be kind of how I get the final steps to tidy in, because this will actually push that color a little bit, really cause that line to be sharp. And if you guys think that this stuff's gonna fall out when somebody touches it, yo, you can wash this shit and it ain't coming out. You can scrub really hard and get it out, don't get me wrong, but he can go home, wash his hair like normal, stick his head out the window when he's driving. Like, this is not going nowhere. That's the beauty of this type of enhancement. It's not like I didn't spray fibers in his hair. If I sprayed fibers in his hair, a lot of barbers like fibers. It's good for a picture, but like me personally, I wear this. I always do this. So, you know, when I want to wear it, I don't want something that's going to disappear like the second I do it, you know? I mean, and some people are out there, like, I've heard every criticism there is, like, oh, it's not natural. Like, bro, what about what we're doing is natural? Is getting a fade natural? Is edging up your hairline natural? Like, nothing that we're doing is natural. All them girls you look at on the internet, are they natural? Don't stop you from looking at them, does it? Trying to get that curve to come out just right. Ooh, that thing looking tight. That thing looking tight. This haircut here, $100. He said, how much I charge?
$20.
$15. No, it's $100. When I do all this, when I do the beard, everything.
You got a hole in your glove.
I've been sprung a leak. I sprung a leak, dog. Oh, that's
I
funny.
feel like I need to go get a spray tan now.
Yeah, right?
Bring it all together.
Bro, I think it looks cool when you do leave it for so long that like the sides of your hair get a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Then it just kind of enhances the transition. We'll call this the transition team. Ain't nothing wrong with charging whatever you want to charge, baby. You charge it however you. How am I gonna complain about how somebody else is charging somebody? I don't care. I ain't throwing no shade on nobody. If you ain't got people in your chair, charge less. Try that.
Yeah.
Don't be sitting around talking about, I know my worth. I cut hair for years for $11 a haircut.
For real?
Yeah, for $11 a haircut, bro. I cut hair for years for that. It took me a long time to get my prices as high as they are. And, you know, I could charge more if I wanted to, but like I said, guys, I don't cut hair because I have to cut hair anymore. I don't have to do this anymore. I do it because I want to do it. So I want to cut people's hair. I want to give people transformations. I want to do cool shit. You know, like I want to use all the new tools. Like I'm in this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this.
Rusty's up in there.
Rusty, my man.
Rusty Blaze.
That's a good man right there. Now the police is here. Rusty Blaze is my boy. He's a channel moderator. So y'all better fly right. Rusty will throw your ass out the lobby in a heartbeat, boy.
Y'all ain't sent $1,000 yet, so.
He was throwing people out the lobby too the other day, man. He had a couple bad actors, but we had a couple bad actors in here. Hang on, I gotta get the perfect product. Oh shit, I got it right here. I thought I was gonna go somewhere.
Hold up.
All right, y'all, we're gonna get the perfect product to set it off. Well, hopefully it still works. This one's opposite of some of the other ones, but this is a little bit of Johnny B texture powder. Kind of a dry styler. We want to get a little bit of height on top, and I'm gonna bring you guys in for a closer look, cause we got them. You know, we got them, son. We got them. So let's see if we can get all this excess hair off of them. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, if you think the haircut's fresh, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up. We are got 34. I haven't even used any alcohol. No. This is, I'm going to spray this on him afterwards, but I want to get it. He says, do you cut if I pay for $1? You pay $1, you think you got enough? You ain't got enough money.
I cut one hand.
Yeah, that's a texture powder. I'll show it to you guys if you guys like this. This is a really cool styler, kind of like Day of the Beach kind of deal. I don't know. You know, it feels pretty good. He said you can't even get one haircut pulled from your head for $1. That's so true, bro. That is so true. Okay, I got a little bit of this is actual talc powder. I'm just gonna kind of get some around down here to help get the hair off of them. Clean towel. Shop rag. Used to be a mechanic in my previous life. More powder. Powder, pimp. Gotta hit him with some powder, pimp. All right, y'all.
Alcohol.
Y'all want to see the cut? I'm gonna put it on the good. I'll put it on the good camera. And we're gonna get the light out and make sure that this white glove service here is looking fresh as.
Transformational.
Yep. Y'all ready? I'm gonna flip the camera. Show y'all what it look like. Where is all the people that was talking all that junk? What y'all think? What y'all think? He said $1,000. He'll shave it right now. He don't care. But if you put $1,000 in there, we only getting $700. Me and you got to chop that. So figure that'd be about $350 a pop. All right, you guys. If you guys think.
Yeah, everyone drop a like right now.
Yeah, if you guys think that was a fresh haircut, do me a favor, drop a like. We didn't have a ton of people up in this live. We're trying to give some good value here. He said the back isn't good. You didn't even see the back, bro. Occipital, like, come on, man. You telling me the back ain't good? The back's the best part of this haircut.
Can't even see it.
But you know, you got to give it to the clients too. Thumbs up for him because, you know, they came in here. A lot of them don't even know we're doing this shit. Like, he had no clue, bro. He walked in here. I said, we're gonna go live. He's like, I bet. So a lot of these clients, bro, they you know, they're really cool that they sit through this, that they deal with me and all my bullshit that I got going on. Because, you know, the truth is like, you know, he probably want to just come and sit down and get a damn haircut and get out of here sometimes. I know you cool about it, but you know, some people will be like, I just want to sit down and get a damn haircut and get out of here. I'm not trying to be on all the social media and stuff like that. And, you know, in order for us to be able to do content like this, where I'm using like every tool there is in the industry, I'm showing you guys techniques, I'm doing whatever you want. If you guys would have told me to use a rock and a stick to do this haircut, I would have tried it, y'all. I would have tried. I'd use anything, bro.
Rock and a stick. Right.
Rock and a stick. Give it to me.
I don't know about that one.
Nah, we ain't doing a rock and a stick.
Ain't no way.
Are you really like some people, bro? Some people got no damn common sense. He says it's kind of vain to be using a mirror. That makes no fucking sense. All right, y'all. I got a little bit of aftershave. This is Johnny B's aftershave. I forget which one this one's called. PM. It should sting a little bit, but not too much. We didn't really irritate the skin too much.
You know, with that alcohol.
With the alcohol. That's the alcohol. Rock and a stick, $5 a cut. He said. Found it, bro. Drop the pound sign right there on that one. That's just funny. That's just funny. No
How much do
shit.
you charge? $1,000.
This $100 haircut.
$100.
$100 haircut. Appreciate you, dog. Take it easy, bro.
I set up booked in. So
Bet.
if you wanted this.
You good?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, for you got booked in? Ha, he got
I
booked
set
in.
it up. I'm still in
Yo.
free trial, but
Oh, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Booked In. And you guys can use my code. If you guys go to bookedin.com/Eddie, you guys can use this link. We have a discount for 50% off your first 3 months. All right? Fun, $100. $100? Oh, yeah. $1 for a dry shave? I didn't dry shave them. That's a $500 haircut. That's what I'm talking about, Anthony. Yo, I appreciate all of you guys for hopping in here. Even some of you guys that are talking shit. You know, barbers we're known for talking shit, so this shit don't bother us none. And I'm gonna clean up my station here. If you guys got any questions about the tools, man, drop them. I would say that was the first time. This is my first time using this clipper, and I gotta be real. Like this clipper kind of made me feel like I wanted to take a shower. I don't like it. I'll do a review on it, but you guys seen it. It don't got no crunch. I couldn't tell what was being cut really good. It was it's a budget job, you know. And I don't like it. There are don't get me wrong, bro. There are budget clippers that I like a lot. Like I like the Rogue a lot, and that's a fantastic clipper. These cut great. I'll be real with you guys. The M-Force and these cut great. The only thing I don't like is it's a little slippery. It's a little bulky, but they do a good cut. The Coco, we talked about those. The thing I don't really like about those is the blade's a little upright, so your hand's a little more like this to get it flat. But really a great tool. They cut nice. OG detailers. They say they actually have a full-size clipper motor. That's what they used to say, but I don't think it's actually true. To be honest, I don't think it's any stronger than any of the other ones that are out there. That's the enhancements that we used for my boy there. Got these from Fort Worth Barber Supply when I was out there. Rafa was like, yo, you got to try these. He was right. They were great. Probably the best trimmer that we used today was the Saber. I felt like I went through some of those sections like so many times with the others that when I came back with the Sabers, it felt like this was the one that just kind of finished setting it off. The phase blade on the Andis Masters. These are pretty good. These are pretty good. I like this. These are a nice clipper. Wall Vapor, pretty nice clipper. Little weird. The motor seems to kind of just go up and down a lot for no good reason. I'm not sure what that is all about or why, but they fade nice. They do. They got a pretty good shape to them, which is nice. The only thing that I don't really like using these for clipper over comb. They're not. A lot of times you go over and over the section and it don't really seem to cut. Probably the best clipper that we use today, that Saber. I mean, there's something to be said about like when that machine makes that nice. You can feel the crunch. You can hear the crunch, and it just makes it easy. The reality is, he's right. It says the Saber talks, and the Saber kind of does sort of tell you when it's time to switch. You know, when it's time to switch steps. These all in all, I'm sure a lot of you guys like these. I don't. They pull. I haven't had one that's great yet. These probably the best looking trimmer Babyliss has ever made. I actually think these are really cool looking, and they're essentially a Babyliss blade, so they're gonna cut good. You know, you're gonna have a high vis let you down. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm a little disappointed in mine. I've had several. These are the two different detachables we're working with here. This one's got the 1.5, and this one resembles the Oster Octane, which I actually had the Volt, the Oster Volt, which what it was called first, and I had that for 10 years. And then I got this recently, and these resemble the same. The best part is Oster Octanes are like $379. These are only $250, and if you get the one with 2 speeds, it's $300, and they're gonna go up in price. When I was with Fort Worth Barber Supply last week, they said they're gonna go up in price like January. Here we go. This is the Fat Master blade, and you know, pretty good blade. Overall, I do enjoy cutting with that. I do. We already talked about the M4, so I'll put that back. And what else did we use? I mean, if you don't have one of these, you got to get one of these. I mean, these are really as good as it gets. There's no electric shaver that can do what this can do. I mean, I really enjoy using this. So, you know, when you get right down to it, if you're in this business, like you're actually in this business, and you got to get stuff done quick, that's what you're going to need to do. You know, another cool thing about this product here, I'm going to show you guys right now. So we can remove the top, and this is typically how I clean all my stuff. Spray it, put the top back on. It's already been, you know, now this is sanitized. It's all good to go. There's only a few. I'm gonna, like, probably tomorrow, I don't think I'll go live. So right now, I'm going to clean these all out. And I'm about done for the day. My last client actually canceled, which is great, because I have a couple things I need to do. I just got back from Arkansas literally yesterday. So I just feel like I've been running in place here. So I got to get caught up on a couple things. But, you know, keeping all your stuff clean, making sure you oil it. So at the end of the day, I'll show you guys real quick what I like to do. You guys see me spraying everything, but spraying these things are not the same. It's not the same as oiling. What's up, Eddie? Do you use block graduation? You mentioned last time that you just use clipper over comb, clip comb, everything. But if you're not good at it yet, I wouldn't worry about using them crazy terms. Block graduation, and it's just another way of saying you're using your scissors, and you can use graduation in any part of your haircut. You can use it with clipper over comb. You can do it with shear over comb. Most of the time, I do it with clipper over comb or shear over comb. I try to eliminate the amount of fingers and shear work, you know, that we're doing. This is the color card that I use. I can just toss this out. So a lot of times I like throwing that on a business card. It's probably a little wasteful, but I don't necessarily do enhancements on a million people a day. So I'm not cutting as many people as I used to every day. I'm gonna show you guys this oil that I got in the Orion. I hope it's still in here. No, it's not in here. This is what the detachable clipper came with. I got such a mess in here that I'm not even gonna clean. We use a chemical. All right, right here. So if you get the Orion or the other one, you get this with it, which I thought was pretty cool. So I found my razor. We'll open this one up. And I noticed that this oil is really good. So, like, being that I'm about to leave, like, I've never actually filmed a video like this so you guys can see, like, you know, what I actually do. Like, I literally do this every day at the end of the day. So all my machines are clean. I'm gonna take a little bit of oil, put it on the corner, dab one in the middle, let it run for a second. And a lot of times when I'm done, I spray it. I just try to spray some of the excess oil off with this. And it's important that I put this down on my station here so you guys can see I'm using the mat. You do not want to set your clippers or your trimmers or anything upright after you oil them. So if you do that, you know, we can hit them all. Bang, bang, turn them on, turn it on, hit it with this. That one's good. Same thing here. This one. A little bit of oil. I kind of overdid it on that one. And we'll hit it with this. You say here in West Texas. I was just in Texas. And I guarantee you there's barbers in Texas charging $100 a haircut. Bro, I charge $35 a haircut. If I do your beard and I add enhancements, like, the price obviously goes up. So that's you know, that's what we do here. I'm not over here overcharging people. I already told you guys that. And if you think we don't talk about women, we don't talk about cars that much. But if we don't talk about women, you'd be crazy. I know some of them guys there when I was in Texas. There was some suspicious guys out there in Dallas. So we'll put that on this one here. The same thing. I'm trying to read here. It says, well, I can see behind you things like shaving. I don't know what he's saying. Bang, bang, bang. I hope you didn't see my back, you know. All right, so this is about the last one that we got to do. So when I come in the morning, where I'm going with this is, if you want your stuff to perform properly, a lot of times you guys blame companies for everything that goes wrong with your tools. When the reality is you're probably not taking the extra. Literally, it takes me like 2 minutes normally to do this. It takes me 2 minutes to oil my stuff at the end of the day. He said clippers last longer, especially in a El Paso. Bro, that's so great. Oh, that's funny, bro. You just made my day with that one. He said clippers last longer than women, especially in El Paso. That is great. Yeah, but a lot of you guys are quick to kind of put it on the companies as far as like, oh, this is not working no more. This gives me trouble, yada, yada. Like, okay, I understand that sometimes it is on the company, but it really does go a long way if you just take care of your stuff. I mean, it doesn't take much. Most people don't have as much stuff as I have, so this is taking me a lot longer. But whenever I'm going to leave for the day, I like to make sure I do that so that like when I come in tomorrow, my clipper's not going to be full of oil or get all over a customer, and it's going to cut really smooth. Yeah, I'm going to be at CT Barber Expo. I'll be at pretty much every major show this year. I'll be there, and you know, Florida, we'll be there in Florida. We'll be doing that thing. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Premiere. I'm looking forward to all of them, man. When I was in CT Barber Expo, though, if you've never been to CT Barber Expo, you gotta go. You gotta go, man. There's something really special about that show. It's like a real kindness to the air. You know, everybody's trying to kind of work with each other, and you know, they're really, really nice. Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate all the love. He said, "What do you use on your beard?" Generally, I actually usually, you know, if you guys were here for the haircut we just finished, I usually do a little enhancement. I use when I get out of the shower, I use a beard oil when the hair is damp. Then I blow dry it. Then I use like a beard balm. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I actually want to do. So right now I'm actually using this. You guys see how much I use this damn thing? Dude, these things are $50. They're $50. They're quarter. This thing is like a leaf blower. They sell them. Stylecraft sells them. Like if you don't have one of these, I guarantee if you get one of these, you're probably going to use it 4 times during the haircut, and you use it constantly afterwards. Like I'm in this little studio. Look at this. I got shit everywhere. I'm gonna show you something. So like, if I flip this camera around, I got to put all these boxes up on the wall. I didn't really anticipate to get into all this today. And I got like my one wheel here and all my stuff. So I just took all the hair that was here and I blew it all over here. Now I'll take a little, it'll take me just a minute. I'll take a little broom and I'll hit that and I'll get that clean. But as you guys can see, like during the process of setting up this wall, it's been, you know, it's a pain. I got to yank things down. I staple new things up. But I think it's really cool to have the wall because I look back and I think about like all the work that's went into all these videos that we've made and all the tools, and as time goes on sometimes I start to forget about tools. You know, like the hitter is up there. That's an old tool, but it really reminds me of when, you know, it started. You know, everything kind of started, bro. Appreciate the beard. Appreciate the beard compliments, man. There's one thing my beard loves is compliments, dude. Don't do too much. My head will get too big. But I think it's pretty cool that, you know, the boys came and they set these up for me because I was just gonna have one on there. I think that looks pretty cool on the live. I'll have to go back and see what the quality looks like. I felt like the haircut came out pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. And you know, it's always like a lot of people would say it's like a little bit of a risk when you take hair that's really difficult to cut, like Ethan's was. and you say, hey, I'm gonna do it live. Not only am I gonna do it live, I'm gonna do it live with like a bunch of clippers I'm not used to. You gotta be pretty comfortable in what you're doing to do that. A lot of people wouldn't feel super comfortable about that. And the truth is, you will do better work if you're using stuff that you're comfortable with. You'll do better work. You know, myself included. Like if I used only my Saber there, I think I could have probably got that haircut done faster and more efficient because I'm really comfortable with my Saber. But at the same time, there's seven stations here. We got a bunch of guys out front. Everybody's cracking on with the rest of the day over there, and tomorrow I'll cut hair out there. So that's kind of why I'm doing all this now. I'm moving all this crap and getting ready to get all my stuff up front. So tomorrow I can have a nice day. All my stuff is clean. All my stuff is oiled, and I'm pretty much ready to go. He said, where can I buy that green clipper? I don't know if they're gonna sell it. As far as I know, it was distributors that were gonna get them. And if I'll tell you what, if a lot of people start asking for them, I'm sure that they would probably produce them, but it was pretty expensive to have them made and sent over here. He said, I'll be seeing you at the CT Barber Expo. It'll be my first time. Do you have any upcoming hands-on classes? I'm sure I probably do. Sounds like somebody's on the roof. I'm sure I probably do. The best thing you can do for hands-on classes is follow me on YouTube Barber Academy. I just had one and I didn't even advertise for it. I should have said something, but anyhow, yeah. When it comes to Tyson or Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and guess Paul. Obviously, I want Tyson to win. I would love to see him win, but like I'm being realistic, bro. I'm getting older, and I can't imagine. I don't see him winning. If he does, great. If you would have been here, Cliptastic, I'd have been happy to explain that during the haircut when we were doing it. But the best thing I could say for just right now, right before we get off, is if you're really struggling to get that last line out, there's a pretty good chance that your clippers aren't set up the greatest. So get a clipper that's zero gapped and have another clipper that's not zero gapped, and between using those two, and then also a trimmer that's zero gapped and a trimmer that's not. So like it's 2 clippers, 2 trimmers. If you got that, you're gonna be able to get that line out. You're gonna have a way to get it out. The Gamma jerseys too, you kind of got to be part of Gamma. You got to be on the education team or something, and that's usually how you get those. Occasionally we give those out at shows. That's to be honest, that's probably a more likely thing that could happen is they might actually start selling those, because we have been asked so many times about selling those that I almost think we're kind of crazy for not selling them. But so many people, we have basketball jerseys too, and I actually kind of like those a little more. The basketball jerseys are sick. And the only thing is, they don't look as professional as the other one. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I do appreciate you all for hanging out. Smash that thumbs up on the way out, and I will catch you guys in another live. We went live twice today, so I'll probably take tomorrow off. But we got Best Trimmer of 2024 full video coming out Monday, 2 p.m. Members will get it sooner. I think I'm going to have it uploaded by tomorrow morning. Sunday, probably Sunday. So, all right, I'll catch you guys. This is the YouTube Barber Academy, Mr. Eddie Barber, and I'm out of here. Peace.